ILS DME reads D3.6 and the glide slope CDI shows 3 dot fly up indication. So ILS DME indicates 3.6 D. And the glide slope CDI indicates 3 dot fly up indication. On, you see here, be really careful, it's a 4 dot system. Find the aircraft's height. If the ground speed is 140 knots, find the rate of descent. You have to find out height of aircraft and B. So when they ask you to find out rate of descent, they mean rate of descent required to stay on this particular glide slope. So you have an ILS DME showing D3.6, glide slope CDI is 3 dot fly up indication. On a 4 dot system, that is something which you have to really be careful. You have to find out height of the aircraft on this particular glide slope along with rate of descent required. It's just another normal question here. So what is the meaning of ILS DME showing D3.6?
Its distance is 3.6 nautical miles.
From the threshold. So what is DME? DME is the distance measuring equipment. So we'll talk about DME in secondary radar systems. It's a secondary radar. We'll talk about that there, but it simply gives you a distance from the DME, more appropriate like the slant distance. So we'll see that there, but that is simply the range which you can take. So let's bring the diagram in. See, such questions you need not draw the diagram for the exam, but why we are drawing diagram here and me drawing diagram for every single question is for you to see that 10 times and kind of understand in such a way that you should be able to eventually do it without drawing the diagram, right? So this is the so looking at the range here, the range is 3.6 nautical miles. What glide slope will you take here? Yeah, since the glide slope is not mentioned here, the glide slope, you can take it as a 3-degree glide slope. So when it's not mentioned, it's always a 3-degree glide slope. Let's bring that up here. And what is your Cdi indicator? You have to find out this height of the aircraft, 3.6 nautical miles from the touchdown point. So let's look at the Cdi indication here for the glide slope CDI. So what system is it? What's the number of dots? It's a 4 dot system. This is the first dot, second, third, fourth. Second, third, fourth. You see the difference here? It's a 4 dot system, not a 5 dot system. Right? It is showing 3 dot fly up. So fly up means your CDI needle is going to be above this mean position by 3 dots. This is the first dot, second dot, this is the third dot. This is how it would look like. Fly up indication. So where are you on the glide slope?
Below.
You're below the glide slope, thereby requiring you to fly above. You are asked now find out what is the height of the aircraft. That's a very simple question. So what glide slope are you on now? You can find that the way we did the previous question. You can find out this total height, then you can take this out, or if you want you can take this height. So what is the glide slope here?
It's 3 minus 0.51, that is 2.49 degrees.
Exactly. On a 4 dot system, what is the per dot value?
So 0.17.
Exactly. So what is the maximum full scale deflection on a glide slope CDI? 0.7 degrees. Therefore, per dot value will be 0.7 divided by, it's a 4 dot system divided by 4, and you are on the third dot, which means it is into 3. So much of degrees are lower than the 3-degree glide slope. So how much is this?
0.51.
0.51?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your glide slope? The glide slope of the aircraft?
3 minus 0.51. 0.49 degrees.
2.49 3.49 degrees, which is your
Current
glide slope.
glide slope.
Yeah. Now on this glide slope over 3.6 nautical miles, you can find the height of this aircraft here. How will you find height and glide slope? You take the glide slope here straight
0.9 multiplied by 3.6 nautical miles
and multiply with 100. Yeah. Feet. Right. This is one of the ways by which you can do it. Now there's a simpler way for this. Exactly what we did before. What is the small angle?
This is 0.51 degrees.
That is 0.51 degrees. That's why it is asking you to fly up by 0.51 degrees. It would be 0.51 over 3.6.
51.
We saw this in the previous question. You can take the residual, that angle, over the same range, multiply with 100. So how much is that? 183 feet. Alright. Now, what would be this height on a 3-degree glide slope? Is easy to find out. What would this total height be? Which is, this is a, I'll just rub this indication off, or probably I can just do it over here. Over 3-degree glide slope, over 3.6 nautical miles, your height is going to be 3 into 100 into 3.6. How much is that?
080.
1080 feet. Right? Now you can simply subtract these two, and that can give you this answer. If you are, because if you are finding it difficult to do subtraction and then bring all those things into it, find the different angle, you can do it in this way as well. Right? Relatively simpler, but it is not simple enough to kind of completely adopt this. You can use any of these methods. Not a problem. So what is the height of the aircraft? That is 896.
The ground speed we are given.
Exactly. So what is the how will you find rate of descent? The easy